Hi, I'm Shruti Vedavyas. I'm a learner here at IIHS and we've just completed our 8-month course. When I first joined IIHS, it was with the main intention of broadening my perspectives, broadening my horizons, understanding everything that goes around a building, that goes on in a site and all its surroundings and everything, and figuring out the various factors that come into play because I'm an architect. But through the course and through learning a lot of the stuff here, my interests have diversified, and I now look forward to being more engaged with how a city grows, with how parcels of land get developed, and basically how things happen on a larger scale as well as how they relate back to what happens on an individual human scale. So in all, I would say that I kind of did achieve what I wanted to when I first joined IIHS, which was to learn a lot more about the environment and the surroundings that affect one piece of land or one building as such. And with that, I've learned a lot of other things, human interactions. I've learned how communities can come together and work. I've learned how cities function as living organisms. And now, further from this, I hope to be more engaged in the same field, try and figure out how things work and try to apply what I've learned here in the world outside. As an architect, before I came to IIHS, my primary concern was my site, my building, my workers, my design, and it was very isolated. And after I've come to IIHS and I've learned that for me to be able to build, there are a lot of factors, there are a lot of things that go on in some other parts of the country, in some other parts of the city that finally affect decisions that I take on site, has been an empowering learning. And for me to take that learning forward, I have to look at projects that are now larger scaled ones, projects that now have issues that I need to deal with, and kind of understand how all the pieces of the jigsaw fit together. It's not just about building a single building for me anymore. It's actually about understanding the whole ecosystem that goes together, right from who are the groups that are getting affected when I decide to build something, who wants me to build something, and basically it's a lot of it's understanding what a lot of these actors kind of how they interact with one another and how decisions affect from one field to another. So what my 8 months at IIHS has given me are I'm not saying I'm perfectly conversant with all fields and all kinds of urban issues and all that, but 8 months at IIHS has given me tools which will help me kind of understand or ask the right questions to understand. So I'm now equipped with a set of tools that kind of help me go forward. I may not have the expertise in social development or geography or whatever it may be, but I now know how to ask the right questions. I now know whom to approach if I need to get information, and what sort of methods there are to solve problems in an urban setting. So more than I think individual subjects or individual topics that I've learned here, it's more about how to attack a problem if you've got one, and if you have the idea for a solution, it's more about how you can frame that solution to intervene in an existing situation, or sometimes not intervene at all, which is one of the most important things that I learned, that sometimes you don't have to find a solution for everything. Things do work fine the way they are. So it's more like equipping myself with a toolkit for anything further that I want to do. So that's, I think, one of the main things that I've learned here at IIHS. The other subjects and things, yes, of course, they were definitely value add, and I did learn a lot. But the main thing was to kind of be independent and learn how to face these kind of situations on a larger scale, know who the actors are, know who to approach, know how to tackle them. So I think that's like the most important learning that I'm going to take away from here.